Oh, hi, everybody. So, I'm going live this morning with Assi Azar. He is the creator of the original Baker and the Beauty. So, just waiting for him to send me a request. But for those of you who don't know, he Baker and the Beauty is a remake of an amazing show. I don't know how to say the name in Hebrew. This will be funny to get him to help me with the pronunciation. But I believe the translation means with her, and it's a Israeli show, which is what the Baker and the Beauty is based on. Same concept. There's a baker, there's a beauty, and it's amazing. I wonder if he knows that he's joining my live and doesn't think I'm joining his. We'll give him another minute. But it was the reason that I wanted to do the project because I read the script. Script was great, but it's one thing to see something on a page and it's another thing to see it brought to life. And when I watched the original, which you can all watch on Amazon Prime, and I encourage you to watch it. Dang, he's not. Give me a moment, guys. When I watched the original, I just loved it. Like, I was obsessed. I binged the whole thing. And I knew, like, I want to be a part of this project. This is amazing. The way it's written, the way the story is so, here he is so true to life. Ponytail's a little today. Shalom!
Hello.
Wait, was my pronunciation okay? Shalom?
Shalom was perfect, but
Okay.
try not to call me like a lot of Americans. They pronounce my name wrong, so I'm
Tell
gonna
me
say
how to
it
do it properly.
before you. My
Yes.
name is Assi.
I've been saying
Uh,
Asi.
yeah, but yesterday I've watched. I didn't hear how you say it, but I saw yesterday a conversation that Dean had done with a
Well, Dean
reporter
is an
from.
American.
No, he said this correctly, but
Ah,
the girl from ABC, she said Assis, or sometimes they say Assis,
Asi. Asi.
because Assis is an Arab name.
No, Asi.
Uh,
Asi. No,
yes,
Asi. Yeah, like phonetic, like in Spanish. Well, shalom, Asi. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Natalie?
So good, and hello to everybody watching, and shalom to everybody watching in Israel. I'm so excited to speak with you.
Yeah, let me just explain to the Israeli viewers. Can I talk in Hebrew for a sec?
Please, I love the sound of Hebrew.
שלום לכל הישראלים שצופים בנו עכשיו. השיחה הזאת תהיה באנגלית כי נטלי קיי, שהיא שחקנית מלהיות איתה אמריקאי, מהבייקר אנד ביוטי, היא לא דוברת עברית, אבל היא מגלמת את נועה הולנדר, שהתפקיד הזה עושה רותם בסדרה, ואנחנו עכשיו נשוחח קצת. אז מי שלא יודע אנגלית, אני ממש מתנצל. אם אתם צריכים שאני אסביר לכם תוך כדי, או שאני אתרגם לכם, אז אני אתרגם, אבל עכשיו אני חייב לחזור לאנגלית. זהו, I explained to them that I have to do this conversation in English, and I apologize.
Okay. Oh,
And I also,
but you can translate some parts of it into Hebrew.
I'll try. I just don't want to bore like those people that follow you and speak English. And my Israeli followers, they hear me talk all the time, and they're upset with me that I didn't do season 3 yet. So let's go step by step.
Okay, so let's get into it. So, wait, can I go first? Because I had a
Of
lot of
course.
my followers asking me. So, can you talk a little bit about the inspiration for the original Baker and the Beauty? People want to know, is it based on something real?
Yes. So I was dating a guy in London, an Irish guy who used to live in London, and we were watching one night the movie Notting Hill. And I was searching all the time for ideas to bring to my network. I wanted to write. I never wrote like for TV before. I'm a TV host in Israel, and I was searching for ideas to maybe create like a TV series. And I thought about Notting Hill, and I said, I'm a son of a baker. My father was a baker. and I'm a TV host, and I have stories from this world and stories from that world, so I can write about both of them. Because as a person who never wrote before, you want to write about things that you know. You want to write about people that you know. You're afraid from inventing too much. So I took the story of my family with the bakery, and I took some stories from my life as a celebrity in Israel, as a TV host, and I combined between the two of them.
Cute. So your family, you come from the Baker family. Like that's really that's all real.
It's really, really funny to see the relationship of the family of Daniel, of the Cuban family, and to think that basically the text was written for my family, but and my family, I thought that it's very specific, but basically it works everywhere.
Yeah.
Like in every nation, they have the same chemistry, the same issues, the same, like, if somebody is coming to visit it and you want to impress him, you make him a specific food that you don't usually do, like the same gestures. It was really beautiful to see, like, from your show and my show, what actually combines.
How universal the themes are. Well, that's how I felt. So I got the audition and I read the script and I thought, this is cute. But it wasn't until I watched the original, binge watched, because I loved it. I could not get enough of it. Actually, I only watched episode 1 before my audition because I had to prepare. I only had 2 days. And I couldn't wait for my audition to be over so I could just watch the whole season. I loved it so much. And that's what really made me want to do the project, is how good the original was. But me, I am Latin American. Although my DNA results said I have 0.4% Ashkenazi.
What?
Yeah, it's in my DNA. But I obviously have never been to Israel, would love to go, know a little bit about the difference between the Sephardic and Ashkenazi cultures, just a little bit. But I didn't need to know so much to understand the concepts you were talking about. It was so, I found the Hebrew version, the Israeli version, so universal.
Yeah, because I think what to me was very important to doing the show was to, like, when I got famous in Israel, everything happened and everything was brand new. Like the first time that I was walking with my mom and somebody like paparazzi'd us, or me buying a car on my own, because before that my parents bought me a car when I used to go to the army, or like reading bad stuff about me in the press, and all of those experiences were new to my family, and it was really nice to write it like for the characters as a show. So I think that specific experience, it comes, like, you can put it in any language, it doesn't matter if like those characters are Yemenite and they are living in the suburbs of Israel, but the experience of dating a celebrity, I think it can happen to anybody. It can affect each family.
Yes, but I love but I think part of the magic of the show is the culture, and that's what I loved about the original, is like the episode where she comes to dinner. That's so magical because you get to look at what another culture is like when every culture has this knows what it's like to prepare for a special guest, to invite special guests to dinner. And I loved looking at how unique that was, but also how the same that it was. That experience is the same for every culture when you prepare for a guest. And you're embarrassed of your family and everybody's on their best behavior. That was one of I find the cultural element so exciting. And I'm wondering, do you think it works now, seeing it transplanted to the Cuban American culture? Is it as exciting as it was for me to watch the Israeli culture?
Well, look, I think that what I like about your version is that that was really similar in our case, that I see how much the viewers loving the family relationship, like how the family touched them in a way. I see like the comments, and that's really, really important for me. Because if you don't love the family, you won't love the show, you know? And it was really a surprise for me because your side of the show gave so much attention to the family, and it scared me because I thought, wow, the show has to be just about Noah and Amos, or Noah and Daniel, and the family has to be like the side story. But in the American version, they get a lot of attention, and I love it because I love the stories. They're brand new even for me, and I enjoy it very much. But I think that once you love the family, you can love Noah. You know what I mean? Because they bring something beautiful in her. Daniel brings something beautiful in her. Daniel brings something beautiful in Noah. In our version in Israel, our Noah was very different from the American Noah. Our was very, let's say, bitchy.
I don't think so. I love her. Don't talk bad about.
No, I love.
Idol.
She's my best friend in real life. Noah Rotem. She's my best friend, but we made her like to be very distanced. You're really like taking him in. You're really like making a Daniel feel like welcome, and you're supporting it. Ours was very rough with him in the first season.
I have to say that that's what I loved about her, and I want to that my next question will be all about her because I'm obsessed with her, and I want to know how you like what's the story, how you found her, what more details.
We fought them.
Yeah, but I tried to. I like that about how she played it, and obviously like I'm not a good enough actress to copy performance, you know, like I got inspired by her version, and it left an imprint on me. And what I liked, I wouldn't say bitchiness was what stood out, but effortless. Like she wasn't trying too hard, and it was really powerful. It's hard to do that. It's really hard as an actress to do that. So Rotem, I love you. But wait, I tried to have a little more like, not bitchiness, but a little more casualness. And they told me, that's not working. Please don't do that.
I'll tell you why. Because when we did Liotita in Israel, we saw Julia Roberts in Notting Hill. And we said, that was good for the 90s. It cannot work now. Now we have to bring a different kind of a celebrity. So we took like 180 degrees from Julia Roberts that was sweet, was very caring, was very vulnerable. And we said, no, in the first episode, she has to do something really awful to him. And you will not even understand if you like her or not. But then it came to you guys, and you said, maybe we can bring a different approach from the Israeli one. So you took it like to a place where she's vulnerable and she's not afraid to show it.
So, yeah, I guess. I still like what you guys did so much. It's so good. You know, it's different. Like we're also, the show is for network TV, and it's they understand, they've really nailed what the show is, and it's very sweet. And that's why people are loving it here. You know, like if maybe we were on a different like platform, we could go that edgy, but I think, you know, I think it's also good to be different, and because otherwise why not just watch the original? You know, and I always tell people to watch the original because it is so good, and I like that you made that choice, that not obvious choice of making her not likable. I think they were very worried about my Noah being not likable. So I was always like needing to smile more, but I wanted to play her different. Like I wanted to play her a little differently, but I'm happy obviously with how it all worked out and my performance, and it's all working. But I want to know about how you, like Rotem, were you guys friends before? Like how did you think about her when you wrote the role?
So Rotem is a very interesting story, because Rotem and me used to be friends. We used to work together on another TV show that's like an entertainment show. We used to be correspondents for that show, and we never like talked when we worked there. She was interviewing those guys, I was interviewing those guys. We never talked, and I thought she's kind of snobbish. She doesn't really like me. And then a few years after, she was a model. She was a model, and she used to work on that show. She was a very famous model in Israel, and she dated all the hot guys, and she was very, very popular. And
So very
then
similar to Noah. So like similar, like you.
I wouldn't say so, because Rotem is a very down to earth girl. She's not like, she doesn't see herself like different from the other people. I would say she's very different from Noah, but I thought that me and her are not connecting. That's what I was trying to say. And then a few years after I saw her, somebody gave her to act in, for the first time as an actress, on a show that she played a model. It's called Lost in Africa. And I remember sitting to watch the show, and I thought, wow, this girl is amazing. She is such a good actress. Like, I remember one specific scene of her when I thought, she's gonna be the girl that's gonna be on my show. And then we brought her to the audition, and you would think that she will come like all prepped, like gorgeous, and she came with flip-flops and with like a t-shirt like yours. She didn't put any makeup, and she just read the part, and me and the director, we were like, oh my God, we're in love. And from that moment, she and me and Rotem became amazing friends. Like, I always tease her when I say, Noah is you. And she always says that Noah is so far away from her. But as friends, we are a platonic version of Amos and Noah in my eyes. We are very, very close. We are very tight. I just love her. She's like my best friend for many years now.
Well, I still want to meet her, and in all my interviews, I say I love her. So send my love, and
She knows. I tell her.
Okay, good. It must be weird. Like, I can't imagine doing something and then somebody else doing a remake. Like, that would be like very, very interesting feelings. I can't even imagine. Well, how do you feel about all the remakes? Because there's not just an American version. There's like
no. They did a version in Sweden. They did in Russia. They're doing now in India. In India, I think they are doing like one by one. Like, they're not changing a thing, which is very interesting to see. And
what's the cultural differences there? Do you know? Is it like different sects? Like, how do they make?
He told me that it fits exactly for the atmosphere in India right now. So it's very, very interesting for me to see it. They're editing their version right now. And I've seen 4 episodes from your show, obviously. I'm dying to see the rest of it. How
does it feel seeing this concept be remade in so many ways?
It's surprising. It's unbelievable. It's so hard to digest that something that you do, that you did, like in your room, is getting such a loud voice. So I don't really, when you ask me about it, I don't feel like it's mine. I feel like I'm answering for somebody else,
Interesting.
Yeah, also when I watch the show, when I watch The Baker and the Beauty, the Israeli version, I watch it and I think, wow, is it really, I'm really standing behind this show? It's really, really weird, because once we finished it and we send it outside, it's like it's no longer, I cannot longer hold it.
Yeah.
But I love the show. I'm extremely proud of it. I love the Israeli version. I love the American version. I love all of you. The cast is amazing. I love the music in the show. I love the writer.
How good is the music?
Amazing. I'm talking to the guy that chose the music on Twitter. He's
Robert
really sweet.
Lowry, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's so good. I mean, everybody, our writers are amazing. Like this last episode. So, what did you think about the dinner scene, the dinner episode? Because that was very similar to the Israeli version.
No, not very, very similar. It
Well,
has a few.
episodes 2 and 3 are very different. You know, like we choose Puerto Rico and not London. There's like
Yeah.
a very different style. But I think 4 comes back closer to the Israeli version.
Yeah. I loved the dinner scene. I always do on my Instagram, I put your scenes and our scenes. And I combine them together. I loved the moment that you come to dinner is very sweet in my eyes. I felt like the father is much more strict in your version. I mean, I didn't like the way that he talked to you there. Yeah.
He's looking after his son. I'm a heartbreaker, okay? That's one thing that I like is that they, you know, in the first episode, she says, oh, like, my ex-boyfriend, he wanted a threesome, and just very casually. And then Lewis says, oh, she does this to all the guys, which is from the original as well. And I like that they, even though this Noah is a lot sweeter, there's this implication that she hasn't always been like, you know, an angel with guys. And she, look, I'm trying to get as much edginess as I can. So it makes sense for the dad to be a little strict, but yeah, very different to yours.
I'll tell you something about celebrities. It doesn't matter how sweet you are, or, I mean, you can be bitchy and awful. That comes, like, for me, you expect for most celebrities to be celebrities. You expect them to be like that. But even if you're the sweetest one, at the end of the day, once you leave and the person that was close to you stays alone, it feels like a train crash. It feels like a storm just passed. So even if you're sweet and you're suddenly breaking up, that's for the other person, it's such a huge difference. Well, for us, for you just keep on going. So I think that's why the father is so strict, because he knows what's going to happen if suddenly what you guys have will break apart. He knows that the heart of his son will be broken, and you're just going to keep on going.
I get a lot of messages saying, are you going to break Daniel's heart? Are you guys going to last? Like, people get very nervous and invested. And I think it's good there's this element of danger. Like, otherwise it wouldn't be an interesting show if you think, okay, everything's fine. They're just going to live happily ever after, you know? Like, there's got to be that danger in the relationship, I think, to make it exciting.
But because it's pretty clear, because how many love stories ends like happily ever after, you know? How difficult it is to maintain your love in your life. How hard is it? Love is it's huge. You need to put a lot of effort in order to stay strong with your partner. So I think that's why, and when it comes to our world, that we have so many, like, to be a celebrity in America, not like in Israel, where when you're, let's say you're Beyonce and you're traveling, touring, how can you maintain a relationship when you're on tour? How can you maintain like normality when you're traveling so much? So I think when you see Noah on the show and her crazy career, and this guy is living in Miami and he's supposed to work with his parents, of course you're afraid that his heart is going to get broken.
Yeah, that he's going to get left behind. I mean, I'm not even famous, and it's hard for people to kind of keep up with just like my life, you know, and the level of exposure.
But what do you mean you're not famous? People are asking, I read in Hebrew that they say dynasty, which I know, but they say also that you were on Vampire something?
Vampire Diaries, yes.
Were you there?
I was on season 8. If you can make it through all
Season
of
8?
yeah, if you can make it through 8 seasons of Vampire Diaries, then you are a special kind of person. And then your prize is I'm the final villain. Yeah, it's cute. You know, it's like, to be honest, this is the first project that I would watch even if I wasn't in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what Hebrew like questions are coming up, or did you get any questions from your fans?
I'm trying to read while you're talking. They're talking about, okay. There is who is I'm trying to understand what they're asking. Yeah, somebody's asking if you're the girl from season 8 in Vampire's Diary.
Yes, that is confirmed.
They're asking about season 3.
For you.
Yeah, okay. They're asking, I'll say it in English. If you want to watch the original version of The Baker and the Beauty, you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It's called The Beauty and the Baker on Amazon Prime.
Much better title, I think.
Yeah, in Hebrew it's called To Be With Her.
That's right. And how do I pronounce it? Can I say it?
Liotita.
Liotita.
Liotita. To be with her.
Liotita.
Yeah. You remember the scene in the first episode when you're going into a club and Daniel cannot get in until you catch his hand and you pull him inside?
Yeah.
So that's where I decided about the title. Like,
because like I'm with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a good name. I heard that they workshopped a lot of different names for our version. And at the end of the day, they were like, you know what? Nothing sums it up like The Baker and the Beauty. But a lot of people tell me that they think the beauty should come first. I like to, me and Victor, who plays Daniel, which is your Amos, we have a very funny relationship. It's very fiery, and there's a lot of teasing. And,
a lot of dancing. I always see you dance.
That is the only time that we can really just get in sync, when we're not talking and there's music. But all of you, all the cast, what's up with you and all your dance? We're Latin. We love to dance. We love to dance. And so I would make Victor, and I joke about him because we joke a lot of the time, and I love him to death, obviously. Like, we have amazing chemistry, and, you know, that's the case because we have so much love and respect for one another. But, like, I would always be making him, like, to get in the zone. I'd, like, ask to put on some salsa. And so before we'd be shooting scenes, we'd be like getting in the zone because he's a really good dancer. And we all just, like, it was so fun working with these guys because we got to really celebrate our Latin culture with one another, you know? And you were shooting in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, right? So it was just like, you know, it was as magical as that it sounds. Like, we'd finish work, we'd go and have a drink and a dance, go to Old San Juan. It was beautiful. We'd go to beaches together. Yeah. That's what's so special about the way that you shot it, because in Israel, the budget in Israel is really different from the budget in the States. We shot the first season in 36 days, I think, total. 10 episodes of 30 minutes. 10 episodes in 36 days. What? Yeah. We shot 9 in 7 months. What? It took us like a year to be finished from the pilot because there was a big chunk of waiting in the meantime. But, like, it was. And I don't want to tell you. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. Somebody is asking if you're also the girl from Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars, which I don't think that. Yes. What? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Do you remember that video? Excuse me, I'm gonna Google it right now. Oh my God. That's a funny story. When I was, I think I was like 25, must be like 10 years ago now. Bruno was unknown. He was like, nobody knew who he was. he just had sung like one verse on the he sang the chorus on that B.O.B. song, Beautiful Girls, I think. I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyway, and I met
No
him.
fucking way! I'm in shock!
This is so embarrassing. Please.
It's not embarrassing!
So embarrassing. I did not sign up for this. Anyway, nobody knew who he was, and his friend knew me, and we had kind of met. And do you know how he asked me to be in the video?
Wait, let's look at you.
Oh no, because
This is 10 years ago?
yeah,
You look exactly the same. Latin skin.
Latin blood, baby.
I'm in shock. I used to be in love with that girl, and I can't believe that I fell in love with her again, like 10 years after, without even knowing that it's the same girl.
It's a funny story because he was not famous at the time, and not that I was, but I had done Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, so I was a little more notorious. And a friend had introduced us, and I just met him briefly. And a couple of days later, I get a phone call from his manager saying, hey, we're doing a music video for Bruno's first single as a solo artist. And the whole concept is about a girl that's beautiful just the way she is. And he said this, we've been seeing so many hot models and blah, blah, blah. He's like, but they're all too hot. We need somebody who's just normal, pretty. He said, and we thought of you. And I was like, oh, what a compliment. Thank you. So he was like, and he said, someone who doesn't look like a model. And you know what? I have to say, look at me 10 years later playing a model. We joke that my Noah Hamilton is the shortest supermodel in the world. I'm 5'5", so we joke that like I had to work so hard to gain respect in the modeling industry, being a petite model. You know, it's super funny. Well, our whole class is Latin, so we're all tiny. But yeah, then obviously Bruno became this huge star, and people still ask me about that video. I only got paid like $1,000, like very small amount for, you know.
$1,000?
Yeah, I mean, I basically did it as a favor because they were like, we don't have a big budget. He's a new artist, and I was like, you know what? I like him. He's nice. I'll do it. But I didn't think it was going to be this huge thing, and now I can't get away from it.
Just 1 billion views, 471 million people watched this video that you got paid.
That's crazy. I haven't looked at that number. I haven't looked at that video in so long.
I think Bruno should call you and maybe send you a nice check for...
I should tell Bruno to promote the show. I don't know how I would find him again. I saw him again recently. It was like in a club, and it was very dark. And he had his like full security guard protecting the VIP. And I was just like, hello, like, excuse me, I was in the video, I know him. And it was really dark, and he was trying to see, and I was like, he almost didn't recognize me. Finally, he was like, oh, yeah, come in. I was like, thanks, Bruno.
You were is Daniel.
I was Daniel. I'll tell you what, I don't like that situation. I'd much rather be Bruno / Noah.
I know.
No, but then obviously he remembered, and we had a good chat. And yeah, actually, that's a good point. I'm going to hit him up now and say, hey, remember when I did you a favor and did your video for $1,000? You need to put my show on your Twitter account, dude. Actually, that is a great idea. I'm going to do that right now. Get off the phone. Because
yes.
We're still growing our audience, and like we're still very hopeful for a season 2, but the live numbers do matter, and so we're trying to build the people who are watching on the night live.
Yeah, but it's also important to say that you guys are broadcast on TV, but you can stream and binge on Hulu.
Hulu or the ABC app. Yes, guys, stream on Hulu or the ABC app. Binge away. There's 4 episodes out right now. But if you can, for the love of God, please try to watch on Monday night at 10 p.m. For some reason, that is important. So
I used
anyway.
to do the same thing when we aired the first season. I was expecting a huge success right away. Like, I thought, this show is so good, it's gonna break television. And then it started okay. It didn't explode like I imagined. It actually exploded in Israel in episode 5. Like, in episode 5, suddenly the rating jumped, like, let's say 30% more. Yeah. And
well,
since then
the dinner episode is so compelling. So
yeah.
Of course everyone wants to see what happens next. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're gonna repeat that.
Yeah. So I think that it's a show that grows on you. And I also think that watching 4 episodes, and I saw the trailer of the 5th one, which is really nice. I think that it will be a nice show to binge. Like, if you start to watch now on Hulu and you see, you won't be able to stop. You just watch.
Oh my God, it's so bingeable. That's the thing that people say, is I don't want it to end. I had one cute fan comment, I keep checking the clock to see how much time I have left when it's on. And
Yeah,
that's just like such a big compliment. Yeah, it is a very bingeable show. People are saying, is our show going to end the way yours does? Excuse me, as if I could give that away. That's a major spoiler. You have to watch both to compare, guys.
They can't. In Israel, they cannot watch it.
Why?
Because we don't have Hulu in Israel.
Nobody bought it for TV there?
If it will happen, it will happen in the next few months. I guess somebody will buy it. It's just...
I'm offended. Maybe they're just so, I get it. You're loyal to the original. I get it.
No, wait, it just started. Give us a few days to shop it. I also benefit if somebody will buy it. Somebody will buy it. Yeah.
And what I love is that they're so different that you really need to watch both. It's not like one is replacing the other.
But in my dream, if we'll make a season 3 of our version, we'll take some people from your cast and we're gonna mix, like...
Okay, how would that work if that was me? Because I assume you're talking about me. How would I come into your show as a different person? Obviously not as Noah. Can we talk about this?
Of course not. You cannot come as Noah because there is only one Noah.
Unless it's some kind of dynasty twist, and I'm the real Noah.
They are making a movie about Noah Hollander, and they are bringing you to play Noah Hollander.
Because I look so much like her. That's amazing. I love this. Wait, is this something you already thought of? Because that's a great idea.
Oh, wait, the song. No, but it's such a good idea.
Okay, and hopefully she likes me in the TV version.
Autumn really likes you. She thinks you're beautiful. She told me to tell you. I saw her today, and she said she asked me to say hello, and she's dying to watch the episodes. I didn't send her yet the link.
She's a very busy lady. I understand.
Yeah, we're having a new show coming. We're starting to shoot Ninja Warrior. You know that show? No, it's such a huge success in America.
No, send me the details. I don't have a TV.
Ninja Warrior, when they jump on the obstacles. Never heard about it?
No, I don't.
You don't have a TV.
Either.
You don't have a TV in your house. Yeah.
I've only watched 4 shows in the last year. And one of them is the original Baker and the Beauty, Leotita. Did I get it right? And then the others, My Baker and the Beauty, and then like maybe 2 others. I'm the worst actress in that way. I don't watch anything. I like to live real life.
You're smart, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a few more questions because this is a good time, 40 minutes in. This is a good time to wrap up. So do you have anything you want to ask me? Assi?
I have many things I want to ask you, but first I want to say to the people that view this conversation. I want to say that I've met Nathalie when I came to Miami to watch the show, to watch how they filmed the show. And I don't know what you, probably most of the people that are from your side are your fans. So I just want to tell you that Nathalie is such a genuine person. The way that you see her right now, that's how she is in real life. She has been so sweet to me, and when she sees you, she jumps on you and she hugs you before the corona was around us. And she made me feel so welcome, and she's so curious, and she asks so many questions. So I want to thank you for making me feel so welcome.
Of course, we wouldn't be here without you. We're like, are you kidding me? Your ideas sparked, have changed our lives, and it's changing so many people's lives. And one of the comments I'm getting is this is such a beautiful show for right now, considering everything we're going through. And the love and the laughter is such powerful medicine. So from that one idea you had in your little apartment, now you're touching millions of lives. Hopefully one day we get to 1 billion, like the Bruno Mars video.
Yeah.
But it must feel good because it's so... We can't get away from it. It must feel good because it's really like such a beautiful message to be putting out there into the world right now.
Yeah. And also I wanted to ask you, is there any, from your perspective, like you are playing a character, a girl that is super famous, but also super, like there is a hole inside her. There are things that she's dealing with. Where do you see yourself in Noah Hamilton?
In all the vulnerable places, like when she's crying about her mom, when she's saying that she didn't have a good family upbringing, just like my parents were amazing, but I, like everybody, childhood is tough, and I also have experienced living a life that other people would find maybe very like successful and enviable, and at the same time I also know that it's just as lonely, if not more, as the next person. Just because you have this appearance of success doesn't make you immune to loneliness and confusion around love. And when we meet our Noah, she's dated so many guys. She's tried every version of a guy, famous, not famous, and I feel very similar to that. Like I've tried everything with so many people, and I'm wondering, like, is it me? Like, is it just me? Am I just gonna have to be alone? And then that's Noah when we meet her. She's like, she's almost ready to give up, just thinking like it might not happen for me ever until this one amazing man shows up into her life. And so I really resonate with that. Like, you look like you can have everything and be very like fun and very loved, but to find that one real true love is very elusive and and very special when it does happen. So I guess that, but at the same time, I say this, I was cleaning my own floors the other day on my hands and knees, scrubbing my kitchen.
All of us.
And but I said, I bet you Noah Hollander or Noah Hamilton have never done this. So, in that ways, I'm very different. Is this your partner?
Yeah, Albert.
Oh, Albert.
Come say hi.
Alberto, ¿no?
Nathalie. No, Albert Granot is...
Hola, Alberto, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, mucho gusto, encantada.
Thank you. He has a birthday in 2 days, right?
Feliz cumpleaños. He's Spanish, no? Or am I just talking crazy?
Yeah.
De España, ¿no? Ay, feliz cumpleaños.
Thank you
Very
much.
handsome. Ay, guapos.
Well, I have to say that you too.
Gracias, papi. Do you like the show?
Very much.
He watched
Super
it with
sweet.
me.
You know what I can't resist is the
What?
cake. Every time that I
cakes?
see those,
The
those
pastelitos.
pictures of the pastelitos. Wow, I want to eat them all. Until
I
Assi told me
know.
that they are made by, what do you tell me? Like,
No, it's fake. It's
They
not,
are fake.
They're not. It's not real what you're eating.
No, it's real. Oh no, we froze. Am I frozen? Because you guys are. Hello? Hello?
ועד
Oh,
עכשיו,
you're back.
הנה.
Well, yeah, by the time they're real, but by the time you get to set, they're all cold, you know. But I'm gluten-free, so I had to try to not eat them. Oh, guys, you're frozen. Okay, oh, you're back. Yeah, it was very tempting for me because no puedo comer esas cosas, pues. Entonces estaba como like con mucha tentación, like the whole time. Like I was like, get the pastelitos away from me. Like you're trying to give me a gluten allergy. So, but yeah, it's funny because we always joke that like even though he's a baker, Noah would definitely not eat any of that.
That's the story of
Did
my
Noah
life.
eat the pastries?
I wouldn't. Yo los
He
hubiera
just
comido.
You would have.
brought a cake for his birthday.
Right.
I'm gonna eat a cake now.
Well, happy birthday, Taurus.
Was it
Nice.
Show.
Okay.
No, the astrological sign.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm Taurus.
Yes. What are you?
it's in Spanish, no? I'm Gemini.
Yeah.
I'm next month.
Oh, so you're soon. Okay.
Yeah.
I approve.
No.
All right. I love you
Un
guys.
beso.
Un
Mucho
beso
gusto de
también.
conocerte.
Ay, igualmente. Ciao.
Nat.
Are you picking up Spanish too, Assi?
Yeah, yo puedo hablar español contigo, pero no mucho. Y no muy
Hablas
rápido.
mejor que
porque-
yo.
No, claro que no. Yo puedo hablar, pero mi marido decir que yo puedo hablar para 10 minutos.
That's como yo.
Sí.
As soon as I get past hello, how are you?
¿Dónde
my
está el
name is-
baño?
Then I'm like, okay, corta la conversación. Ya no más.
Vamos a cambiar.
My Spanglish my Spanglish got good though in Puerto Rico. Like I was picking up more and more.
I
But
thought you speak Spanish fluently.
no, I wouldn't say fluently. Like I have to translate a lot in my head, and my grammar isn't good. And I blame my mom because she never corrected me in Australia. In Australia, there weren't other Latinos to talk to, so I didn't know we could do that. Are we playing that game? Okay, I have to go. I have to go now. But oh, this is cute. Let's end like this.
Exactly.
I'm gonna end on this note. Okay, Assi, I love you. How do I say I love you in Hebrew?
אני אוהבת אותך.
Oh my God! One more time, slower.
אני
Ani
אוהבת
ohevet
אותך.
otra. Ani ohevet otra. Más o menos. Mwah!
I love you too.
Have a beautiful day. Pass my love on to everybody. And
Guys,
thank you again.
episode 2 on Monday. Monday, 10 o'clock. On Monday.
Episode 5.
5, not
Monday.
2, 5. And on
Bye.
Hulu.
Take care.
Bye, Nat.
Bye.